really, really like money.
It's a weird way to start the episode, Matt, but okay.
Well, it's true. Who doesn't like money? Yeah, can't think of anybody because nobody doesn't like money.
The Amish, they don't like material possessions.
Okay, well, the Amish are wrong. We need money to survive, and even more so because we're not getting into a capitalist rant this week. That's why.
You just started going pro-capitalism.
No, I said no.
You need money to survive.
You do. You legitimately do need money to survive, but we're not making enough money, which is why we're in.
Okay. That's what they want you to think. You don't actually need money to survive. They just want you to think you do.
They just want you to think you do. Gotcha. How would we get goods and services? Like just free?
Barter system.
That's essentially what money is. That's almost like exactly what money is, just a different form.
What money is actually what paper money is. It was supposed to be a representation of how much gold you could have.
Right.
So it was supposed to say this is a certificate worth this amount of gold. The U.S. is no longer on the gold standard. It's now on its own money standard, which how does that work?
Inflation.
But but it would be saying like, look, if you turn this piece of paper into the bank, they'll give you this much gold.
Yeah, right.
Anyways.
It's ridiculous, really. But what's even more ridiculous is that I'm running the show this week and you're getting quizzed.
All right, do the intro then. Go for it.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Garlic Boys podcast, the show where, man, we've done like 20 episodes, 20 some episodes. I should have this memorized by now. The show where we treat friendship like a good dish treats garlic. You can never have too much of it. Did I get it? Mostly.
It's a good recipe treats garlic.
Oh, dang. You know what? It was close enough. I'm your host, Connor O'Connor.
And I'm Pete Davidson.
I was actually gonna what? So listeners at home, not the viewers, because you see this. My background is just a collage of Pete Davidson. And I was actually gonna go as Melissa McCarthy, who was totally a cast member on SNL.
She was not a cast member, dude.
She was totally a cast member on SNL, and I was gonna pretend that I was gonna do Pete Davidson, lure Connor into a false sense of security, quite like he does for me every week with these dang quizzes.
Okay, then take your revenge. What's your quiz for me? Let's do this now.
I don't actually have a quiz. Question. Which bear is best? No, that's taken.
Black bear.
Let's do okay. Let's just skip right over the quiz and right to my topic this week. What's the best?
No. There's a structure to this podcast.
Yeah, I think we should change it up. I do, because I feel like mine's a little bit more important. All right, fine. You win. Fine. Let's do the quiz. Let's just cut right to it.
We cannot cut right to the quiz. I had something I wanted to talk about first.
Yeah, fine.
I know it's very important news. Trust me.
All right, I'm listening.
The Double Down is back at KFC.
The Double Down. All right, explain this monstrosity to me. This heart attack in a bun. Not even a bun. It's chicken.
There's no
it's
bun.
Just chicken.
There's no bun. So you have two of their chicken sandwich patties, basically. Basically it's 2 fried chicken breasts. Then you got a layered cheese, some bacon, and I think it's mayonnaise or some sort of sauce. And that's the sandwich.
Nice. I would eat that.
This hot heart attack in your hand.
I would eat 7 of those.
Oh,
precisely 7.
I cannot wait. They're the best thing I've ever eaten from KFC. You can have your little bowl, but
controversial opinion, I think KFC is really gross. but like that, just looking at that picture, I know they're literally made to look good. That's probably glue as a stand-in for the mayonnaise. I would eat so many of those. I don't even care how they taste. The look of it is good enough for me.
I cannot wait to mess this up, dude. It's gonna be delicious.
Oh man, we're gonna have a KFC date.
Definitely. We can do an escape room while you're down here too. I know another place.
That's not a bad idea. I do like escape rooms. Where is the nearest KFC?
To me or to you?
Are we doing the escape room down there? Because I wouldn't want to drive all the way up here. Let's go to Grove City for the KFC. Then we'll go all the way back down to Pittsburgh to do the
You
escape
just
room.
asked where's the nearest KFC. You didn't say the nearest to what. So the answer I would give you would depend on where you meant. So I asked if you meant to me or to you.
Right, but why would you know? Why would you know the nearest KFC to me? Why would I ask you that? Why wouldn't I just say the nearest KFC
to where you live?
The nearest KFC is probably in Hermitage.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
The nearest one here is actually in the shopping center of my town. So
nice. The KFC in Hermitage was really smart with their placement. I assume they were placed before Planet Fitness got there, but they are literally like at the stopping, like at the traffic light before like you turn to go into Planet Fitness. People just go straight toward Planet Fitness, take a left, and just go straight into KFC. Like
there's a KFC in the same plaza as my Planet Fitness.
That is so amazing. Like that is such good planning. It would be better if it was Taco Bell, but like
there's also a Taco Bell and a Wendy's in the same plaza as mine.
Just make everybody give up on their New Year's resolutions. Every single person. They're just driving. Well, I think KFC would be better.
Now, in fairness to Planet Fitness, if you'd like a healthy option, there is a Subway. It is on the other side of the shopping center, and it takes about 20 minutes to walk there.
20 minutes. Holy goodness. I love Subway as much as the next person. It's no Taco Bell. Like I would pick Taco Bell, the unhealthy option, over it any day.
When I used to work at Planet Fitness, I would walk over to the Taco Bell and get lunch.
Oh, that's so good. Like you just go to the gym and then you walk out and you're like, oh, but Taco Bell sounds really good, and it's right there. Like that's such good planning. Everybody's going to stop working out, or they're going to keep working out, see no results, and then keep coming to Taco Bell. Oh,
well, that's why they see no results. They keep going to Taco Bell.
I know, but that's good on Taco Bell's part because they just keep buying more and more and more. Sorry, we were talking about KFC. I don't want to steal the light away from KFC, but
Taco it's all Yum better. Foods brand. It's the same company.
Yeah, that's fair. Combination KFC and Taco Bell and Pizza
Hut. About the pizza. I'm at the Taco Bell. I'm at the combination Pizza Hut, Taco Bell. They're all three of them the same company. They're all owned by Yum Foods, which is also owned by Pepsi.
Yeah,
which is why they're some of the only fast food places that still serve Pepsi. Yeah. All of the top 10 fast food places in America now have Coca-Cola. Because
just learned about this.
Yeah, the one we went to in Culver's just made the switch over to Coca-Cola instead of Pepsi now.
Nice. It's because like Coke was selling cheaper stuff or something like that. Or probably. No, Coke was just better. And so they were selling more, and Pepsi products were like, hey, we need to do this. So they went super cheap and sold a bunch, and then they ended up buying places because it wasn't making enough. I just read this. I don't know why or where.
I might have sent you a TikTok about it.
It's actually very possible because we are learning the same things right now.
The funny thing about what you just said is I actually think Pepsi tastes better than Coke.
Okay, well, you can have your wrong opinion, but
Coke makes my teeth hurt.
Coke makes your teeth hurt. That's probably because it has a higher acid content.
It's literally eating away at my teeth.
Oh, for sure. But like, listen, if you didn't have the teeth issue, McDonald's Coke, specifically McDonald's Coke,
See, I don't get
there's
McDonald's Coke. I either get McDonald's
Sprite.
Sprite or just get Dr. Pepper, which is the right choice no matter what.
Nothing beats it. Nothing beats it. No amount of hard or glass bottle, plastic bottle, aluminum can, nothing can beat McDonald's Coke. And it's quite literally because they actually have a different recipe for McDonald's Coke to make it taste better with the McDonald's food.
It's not only a different recipe, it's the water they use, it's the straws they use. Like everything is made to pair as perfectly as possible with each other to make it as addicting as it is.
Say what you want about fast food places, but like they're in business and like booming business for a reason. And it's because they're really smart and they make their food taste good. It's horrible for you. It shouldn't taste good by what's in it, but they inject that flavor in somewhere.
Oh. Yeah, they do a clever job with what they make. Speaking of clever,
That was one of the worst ones yet.
yeah, but you just left it there for me to say it. Like you
I
didn't even
know.
try and change the subject.
I wanted to interrupt you and keep it going with something else, but then I was like, you know what? He probably wants to get the move on. We gotta wake up for our big boy jobs tomorrow.
We got big boy jobs. This quiz is called "Have you been listening to what we've told you, Matt?"
Oh no! Oh no! No! I have no memory. It's zero. My memory is zero. That's it.
Well, now you're gonna have to try and listen.
Uh,
The thesis behind this week's quiz is I'm going to give you an episode number and
No.
2 of the topics listed in the episode title.
no. No.
You then have to give me the third topic in the title of your own podcast.
Oh my gosh, this is the worst quiz. You said he's like before we open, he's like, you're gonna hate me so much. I know
Yep.
it. I know I'm gonna hate you. I already hate you just based on the premise of this quiz, but we'll see. We'll see how I do.
I believe in you. I mean,
I don't.
you should know them, right?
No, I listen. When we first started this, people would be like literally, I would get out of recording the podcast and go talk to my parents and like, what? So what'd you talk about? Blank, nothing. I knew nothing. I don't remember at all what we talked about, even slightly.
Yeah, but you've listened to the podcast since then, right?
Yeah, it all jumbles together, bud. Just like every episode of every TV show I've ever watched, every movie, everything blends together, and I don't know what episode. You know what? We'll just see how. Let's just see how we do. Enough talking about how bad I'll do.
Let's just start with a super easy one. Let's start with
Yeah.
the first episode.
I hate you.
I didn't even get through the first one
It
yet. And you're already
doesn't
saying
matter. It doesn't matter.
Come on, you know this.
Okay.
For those who don't remember, when the first episode came out, that was in October, because it's already been 3 months already, apparently.
It has been quite some time. Yes.
Not 3 months, 5.
Yeah. A few more than 3 months.
Was October 6 months ago?
I think so. We've been doing this for a while.
Well, time is meaningless. Okay, anyways.
If we're on episode 24, 23, then we're almost halfway, like just a little bit less than halfway through the year. So yeah, it would be about 5 or 6 months ago.
All right. Well, it was actually on October 16th was the first episode premiere.
Okay. Cool.
In that episode, it was titled Halloween, Monsters, and Blank.
Shampoo.
Final answer?
Final answer. Come on.
That is correct.
Yes. I was like, that's the one thing I remembered from the first episode was the C3PO shampoo. And I was like, oh, if I hope this is the blank one. Okay. All right.
All right. Number 2.
Okay.
Our third episode involved one of my most favorite quizzes, but it also included mascots and Nicolas Cage. What was the first word in the title of our third episode?
Wasn't it third episode? Did we have Trey on that early? If that was the Trey episode. Listen, I'm not confident in my ability to get all of these. I'm happy I got the first one, but we're going to go with middle school because I think that was one with Trey, and I think I wanted you to do 3 M's, middle school mascots, and then you said Nicolas Cage. But did I talk about Nicolas Cage? Yes, because that wasn't the episode that I asked the Nicolas Cage movies. Okay. Yes, middle school. Middle school.
Final answer?
Final answer.
That is incorrect.
No! Dang it.
Episode 3 title was Bones, Mascots, and Nicolas Cage. That was the over so favorite Who's Bonier quiz.
I hated that quiz.
Music, Middle School, and Being Real featuring Trey was our fourth episode the next week.
Okay, that's fine.
Alrighty. Number 3. Episode 6 came, and during the episode, you coined such an incredible phrase. One of us coined such. There was such an incredible phrase coined during this episode that I had to include it in the title. Language, canon, and blank.
Language, canon, and blank. One of us coined the phrase.
I will tell you that it happened during a disagreement, during a prompt that you suggested.
Which episode is this?
Episode 6.
Episode 6. Oh no, I don't know.
I believe this was the episode we released after. I mean, that could have been the week we voted, so that was like. We had talked about voting in that episode as well, if that helps you.
Right, and I talked about gubernatorial. Is that the word? Gubernatorial? Is that the missing word? Well, you shouldn't have said no, but that should have been my final answer. And that should have been.
Oh, you're right. My bad.
Yeah, you would have given me 2 guesses on that one. No, gubernatorial final answer. I know it's not right, but I don't know.
All right, so that you know it's not right, so that's an automatic loss.
Yeah, but I could sit here for 20 minutes and still not know what it was.
The title was Language, Canon, and Dragon Atheism.
Dragon Atheism. Oh,
you had brought up.
Remember that.
You had brought up why you believe that the dragons could have had hollow bones, just like birds did, and then I think you were yelling at me. And I was like, "Look, I'm not coming up here with like dragon atheism or anything." I don't know. I don't remember fully, but
this is solely a quiz on how bad my memory is. Like I could turn this into like a brain doctor, and they would be like, "Yep, memory shot. It's gone. It doesn't exist."
Yes.
All right, let's do this. I'm gonna send it in.
Episode 10 was our December 18th episode. This was during a very festive time of year for us. Okay. But can you remember what this title was? Episode 10.
Episode 10. Festive part of the year. And there's no blanks. It's just you had one title. Okay. December is in December, you said, right?
Yep, December 18th.
Just I'm never gonna know any of this stuff. All right, there's only a few episodes that don't have like the triple hitter, you know, for the name. And I feel like I don't remember. Most of those episodes, aside from my punishment one, most of those episodes are guest episodes because you like the one introducing Trey or featuring Trey. Well, that was a triple hitter. Garlic Moms, introducing the Garlic Moms. Let's go with that one because I don't remember. I have no sense of time, and I don't know when that was.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Matt, that is correct.
Yeah, I didn't know when that was. Was it that early?
It was episode 10.
Oh man, that's wild. I didn't realize it was that early.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, pretty crazy. Pretty cray.
All right, number 5.
Yeah.
This was our 13th episode ever, but it was our second episode this year. In this, we discussed what we had done for our New Year's plans.
Right.
And New Year's blank in streaming capitalism.
Excuse me. I couldn't hold it in. We discussed, it's our second episode of the new year. We discussed New Year's resolutions. Is that what you said? Blank and something else? Listen, my memory is so bad that I can't remember what you said 20 seconds ago. All right. Let's do this.
Get off your phone.
I'm not. I swear, I'm not on my phone. I was picking a fuzz off of my pants because I can't do this.
New Year's blank and streaming capitalism.
New Year's blank and streaming capitalism. No, I don't remember. Cats. That's my answer. Cats. Final answer.
Matt, that is incorrect.
Dang, I really thought that would be right.
The episode title was New Year's Bidets and Streaming Capitalism.
Yeah, because you stayed over around New Year's and you tried out the bidet. See, now you say it all comes back to me. I think I should get consolation points for that.
Nope.
Okay. I'm ready.
Number
best shot.
6.
Yeah.
Episode 15 was a fun one. It was one of the first times outside of Christmas that we completed a top 10 list. We also discussed a little bit more about ourselves in our younger years, and we discussed something that neither one of us have, muscles. But can you remember what that top 10 list was on in this episode? Muscles, Lonely Gaming, and blank.
Oh, top 10 list. This is after Christmas, and we top 10 potatoes. Potatoes sounds right? That was only, oh my goodness, that was only like maybe like less than 10 episodes ago. It sounds right because during Christmas we did a lot of top 10 lists. And then this time we did potatoes. Potatoes is a good guess. Let's go potatoes. Final answer.
That is correct. It was our top 10 potato preparations.
2 correct. Yeah.
You have 3 correct.
3 correct. Woo. I'm killing it.
All right.
My mom's probably going to be like, I got every single one of those right. I don't know what the heck you're doing, but I got every one. Even though, and Trey, I hope you're listening and I hope you get mad at this. She still hasn't listened to that episode. She's listened to every other episode except for episode 4.
I think in her mind, she and my mom are the only guests we've ever had on this show.
They don't want to listen to the guest episodes because they don't want
to. She also hasn't listened to the episode with AJ because she's like, no one else is on the show except me and Cindy.
It's just us.
We're the only ones important that they care about.
Quick point of order. That's not Pete Davidson, right? That doesn't look like Pete Davidson.
It could be. It's either him or Machine Gun Kelly because they're good friends.
Right, but this is a collage of Pete Davidson. Why would
Well,
Machine Gun Kelly be on the collage of Pete Davidson?
If it's a collage of Pete Davidson, then I guess that's Pete Davidson.
But it doesn't look like Pete Davidson. Look at that. Look at that very distinct smile. He has a very distinct smile, and that looks nothing like his distinct smile.
Dude, I don't know. I'm just trying to host a quiz.
All right, fine. Fine. I guess we can move on.
Well, the red jacket on your other side is Machine Gun Kelly.
Right, but he's in a picture with Pete Davidson.
Right, but still.
That's why okay, it doesn't matter. Maybe it's
Number
a young
7.
Pete Davidson. I don't know. Yeah.
Number 7. This is my favorite episode of the podcast, and it's episode 18.
Oh. I know exactly which episode is this. It's not a triple hitter. You don't have blanks for me. I wonder which episode it might be. Matt gets punished. I'm almost positive it's Matt gets punished.
You think that was episode 18?
I think it was the episode that's your favorite episode. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, you're right. He's so dumb in that episode.
You're dumb.
Thank you. So, number 8.
Mhm.
Episode number 20.
Episode 20. That was only three episodes ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very recent. You should be able to get this.
I'm not going to remember a single thing.
Well,
Let's go.
You should remember it because this was the episode that you helped run. You were basically in charge this episode.
Okay.
And we talked about 3 things throughout
Mhm.
the basis of the episode. And that was the episode that also had my brother on it.
Yeah. Yeah, it was your brother, his brother, and me.
Right. Oh, we should have. Could we have named it that episode? I don't think we could have gotten away with it. I don't know if we can get away with it.
Enough. It's different enough.
Anyways, the word from the title that I am excluding for you was the main idea of AJ's topic.
Oh shoot! I didn't listen.
Doctor
to a word he
Who,
said.
battle names, and comp.
And
blank.
what? And blank.
Yes, I did not. I did not almost accidentally say what the word was.
Oh man, listen. I love these slip ups, but I also hate them because they never do any good for me. Let's see. Doctor Who. The other thing you said.
Battle names, because you gave us a quiz on battles.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a good one. And AJ's topic. Condiments. Condiments, baby. It was condiments.
Final answer.
I almost said condominiums, but condiments is my final answer.
Condominium. That is
Confident.
Awesome. That is correct. Number
Cool.
9, episode 21.
All right.
This was 2 weeks ago now, Matt.
All right.
In this episode, we went over again another wide range of topics. And
course.
one of them was not actually a real topic. It was just a list of random ideas that you went down. We then also had the first slideshow presentation on this audio/video podcast that is not going to really come to fruition until this is up on YouTube for people to see, but whatever. But can you remember how I cleverly included our pre-quiz conversation into the title of this episode of blanket marketplace prices and the idea list?
What?
Yep.
I don't know what you're saying.
I made a pun on what we were talking about before the quiz for this episode.
Right.
So it's blank marketplace prices and the idea list is the episode title.
Oh, see, I heard blanket at first. It's blank marketplace prices and the idea list.
Right.
Okay, so I'm filling in that first word. You cleverly introduced the quiz for. Is this 21? 2 episodes ago?
Yeah. It has nothing to do with the quiz. It's our pre-quiz banter.
Pre-quiz banter. 2 episodes ago. What? What did we even talk about 2 episodes ago? Pre-quiz banter. The 2 episodes ago, Matt. Come on. Okay. Let's see. Last episode. Oh, this is throwing me off though because I still have the unreleased episode, the secret episode.
No, you can't think of the secret episode.
I know. Okay.
I do like that we call it the secret episode, and we're not keeping it that secret.
The not so secret episode. Last episode was. Oh, but you have one more question. It might be this one. Last episode was the last episode, obviously, and the episode before that, we talked about. Can you marketplace prices? That was the one with your dumb Facebook Marketplace quiz.
Yes, thank you for respecting my art.
And what was the other thing we talked about? You said
your list of dumb ideas that you wrote down.
Oh yeah, the calisthenics for chinchillas, which is really actually not a dumb idea. Thank you. Are you just eating a bag of Toll House friggin' chocolate chips?
Yeah, I'm eating chips.
Those are for cooking, buddy. Those are specifically for cooking. It doesn't matter.
No, I'm eating chips. What's wrong with eating chips?
Chocolate chips. They're chocolate chips. Okay.
Okay, and Doritos or tortilla chips. I'm just eating chips, man.
What was the quiz though? Because I feel like if I can get the quiz, I can get the clever.
The quiz was the marketplace.
Oh yeah. The quiz is the marketplace. But how did you?
I feel like you don't have the answer here.
I really don't. But if I get it and I get the next one, then I think I win. Technically.
See, what you're focused on is that I cleverly introduced it. Right. That's not what I said.
You cleverly segued from the banter into the thing.
I made a pun in the episode title. The main thing that we were talking about, I then turned that into a pun for the episode title.
Right, but I don't remember at all what we talked about in the pre-episode or the pre-quiz banter.
Dude, you're killing me. What did we talk about?
We talked about let's talk about baby. Let's talk about you and me.
Talking about all the good things and the bad things.
Yeah, beats me. I really don't remember, not even at all. So
you want to give me a word?
Rather than waste the listener's time, I'm going to say brother. I know that was the episode with your brother, but I really wanted to say brother.
Final answer. Matt, we started that episode talking about funerals.
Funerals. Oh, I knew that. That was such a good episode.
Yeah, it was. And you forgot it.
Man. It was funerals. I can't believe I forgot that.
Well, you're going to really hate this then.
Yeah.
Last one. Episode 22.
Last
one that just released last week.
I didn't get a chance to listen to it. I just remember we talked about SNL.
That's buddy, why I have David. You lived it, so you should remember it.
That's not how brains work.
You're right. We did talk about SNL. And the other part of it was me talking about my first 10 movies that I watched this year, and I ranked them.
Yeah.
But something you did in the episode became the first thing that I put in the title. Can you remember the name?
Something I did? I literally didn't even look at the name of the episode. I just clicked on it and started playing. Something I did in last week's episode. Sorry, 2 days ago we recorded last week's episode. Sorry, the one that released.
We're recording this on May 12th.
Yes,
we recorded that we recorded the episode that came out on May 12th today, on May 10th.
Yeah.
And Matt cannot remember the information.
No, I can't. No, I cannot. Okay, hold on. Something I did.
Think about your bits.
Think about my bits. Not those ones. Sorry. I got fuzzes all over my pants.
Come on.
The bits that I did.
Yes.
What was my topic for last week? Do you remember? Because I don't.
For you, we mainly discussed your
William Bartlett. William Bartlett, the claw machine instructor or claw machine creator, inventor. William Bartlett. William Bartlett. Final answer, bro.
That is correct.
Yes. Yes.
You have like one bit, dude. How did you forget?
I don't know. But it actually, I don't know. I didn't even get to do Pete Davidson this week.
Yeah, because you let me do it.
It's all your fault.
Oh, my fault that you were like, no, I'm taking over the episode.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, you know the bare minimum about the show to succeed for this week's quiz, which brings you up to your 7th win.
Yeah. Do you have a name for this one?
Which means you finally earned the title, if I can find it, of the Clever Samurai.
The Clever Samurai. I remember
why I chose this one. And again, I don't think it makes sense.
The Clever Seven Samurai. The Clever
It's like
Seven.
It's like Seven Samurai, but Clever.
The Cleven Samurai?
Yeah, let's go Cleven Samurai. Let's go that. That makes more sense than just being the Clever Samurai. Matt has officially earned the rank of Cleven Samurai.
I didn't want to go on my phone because I have the episode pulled up. But like I have all of my podcast like notes on here for like what I'm talking about this week. Let's talk about
That's a good idea, Matt. What are we talking about this week?
Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that make me. Let's talk about All right. I want to talk about something this week. I want to talk about something that is flying off the proverbial shelf, flying off of digital stores all over the place, and now cost $200 a piece. $200. Two with 2 zeros afterwards. $200. Can you guess at all what I might be talking about?
Is it an NFT?
No, but listen, NFTs are almost quite literally just digital art. Like that's it. They're digital art. They're way too expensive. But we don't have to talk about this. This is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Girl Scout cookies. Specifically the raspberry rallies that were just released.
They're online exclusives, aren't they?
Right, I believe they were online exclusives. But they sold out. They sold out completely. And it's because they're so dang good. And now people are selling them on eBay for $200. $200 a pop.
See, this is the problem. Girl Scouts, listen up. This is how you do your business model from now on. If you're releasing a new cookie, make the most of that cookie that year.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
People have their favorites. Yeah, I'm always going to buy 3 boxes of Thin Mints. But if there's a new cookie flavor and it sounds interesting to me, like those little brownie boys would do, like I want one of those. Except the person that I get my Girl Scouts from cookies from is dropping the ball, and I really need her to step it up.
The person that I get my Girl Scouts from is dropping the ball.
I said
okay?
Girl Scout cookies. I said Girl Scout cookies.
You definitely didn't first. It's fine.
You definitely shut up.
Connor gets Girl Scout cookies, everybody.
Look at me. Of course I eat Girl Scout cookies.
Oh, of course. That kind of leads me to like my other point of this. You clearly ruined it by saying your favorite was Thin Mints, but which is obviously the wrong choice. But I would like to just discuss
and say that I'm wrong for saying that the Thin Mints are the right choice. When you know I can't eat a tag-along, I will slap you.
Tag-alongs aren't even the best one. They're honestly in my book below Thin Mints. Yeah.
What are you gonna say?
What am I gonna say? As the best Girl Scout cookie?
Say it. I want to hear you say the word.
The only my girlfriend's over. Lots of hair. The only real option for getting any Girl Scout cookies, if you're gonna spend the money to support the Girl Scouts, which is a good thing, by the way.
Support local businesses.
Samoas. That's the only one. That's the only one. Thin Mints are disgusting. Mint and chocolate do not belong together. They never have, and they never will. I will die on this hill. I will die. You want to kill me? Because this is the hill that I'm dying on.
I don't know why you have to have, why do you have to be pretentious, Matt?
Pretentious?
Why do you have to sit here and pretend you're better than everyone else?
The toasted coconut crunch mixed with the chocolate and caramel?
Oh, I toast
the crunchy cookie
I got coconut and I toasted it.
No.
I'm sitting over here in my mansion with my toasted coconut.
They cost the same. They cost the same as the other Girl Scout cookies. It's not like
but you know toasted coconut is rich, okay? There's a reason why when something is I'm talking now. There's a reason why when something is called a delicacy, it's pronounced as rich. It's a rich, deep flavor. And what do you call roasted coconut? A rich, deep flavor.
I should start putting caviar on top of Girl Scout cookies and eating them like with a full suit on. And just like my cat in my lap. I don't have a cat, but I'll find one. Just petting my cat.
I'll get a cat.
Eating the caviared Samoa's cookies, just popping them in my mouth like sushi.
Well, guess what, idiot? It'll fall through the hole in the middle of the cookie.
That's why, like a bagel. Do you spread cream cheese over the middle of a bagel?
Do
you put the frosting of a donut over the middle of the donut?
Some do, actually, yeah.
You put caviar around the hole.
Well, no, there are actually some like the Dunkin' Donuts. They usually do like a spider. They'll put it in the center.
Okay, I don't really care.
You feel stupid now, don't you?
No, I don't. I feel really intelligent
you should.
having the intelligence to put caviar around the friggin' hole.
You're an idiot.
You're an idiot.
I don't trust you anymore.
I hate you. So. And actually, I believe most of the time the chocolate on the bottom of the Samoa covers the hole anyway. So
yeah, you're right. You're right. Actually, yeah. Can you imagine if we ended our friendship over Girl Scout cookies?
over Girl Scout cookies, Connor? I never want to speak to you again. Thin Mints. Come on.
You're gonna sit here and act like Thin Mints aren't delicious.
They're disgusting. There are so many better options. Listen, I don't.
Oh, I'm Matt. I'm sitting over here with the shortbread cookie because that's the only. It's spicy, I know, but I love myself a shortbread. I don't
want to eat something that makes my mouth taste better and worse at the exact same time. Have you ever just eaten chocolate? You just did. Does your mouth taste great right now? Does your mouth taste great like 5 minutes after chocolate? No,
because it tastes like chocolate.
No, it doesn't. It tastes like the remnants of your saliva mixing with the chocolate. And that doesn't taste good. That tastes like breaking down, degrading chocolate. And boy, oh boy, does that not taste like something I want in my mouth.
If only there was some way to fix that.
After you eat food. No, that doesn't take away the bad breath and the bad taste. After you eat stuff, after you eat stuff, your breath just
Ah,
automatically smells and tastes worse. That's just how eating food works. Remnants on your teeth, microscopic levels of the bacteria in your mouth, breaking it down and tasting terrible. That's just how it works.
okay, then, Bubble Boy, go brush your teeth then.
I'm not after every Thin Mint. But the mint is what's in toothpaste
Just
to make
eat
it
the
taste
box
better.
of Thin Mints and then go brush your teeth. Then you don't have to worry about it.
But it doesn't taste good together. That's like orange juice and toothpaste.
Matt, I feel like you're inventing problems to get upset over. This is a known flavor that people enjoy.
I
Thin
know.
Mints are one of the highest selling cookies for the Girl Scouts.
No, and it's ridiculous. All of you people. I think what it is, though, personally, I think what it is kind of like the iPhone. It's developed into some sort of cult in which people really, really just buy it and I'm putting in quotations like it because everyone thinks they should.
No, we know. I'm not even talking about the iPhone here. I'm defending Thin Mint because I'm not going to keep having the same argument.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have brought it up.
I can't
know
support a big business like Apple, so I'm going to go get a Google phone because they're better.
The phone. It's fine. It's fine. We don't need to discuss this.
I'm done talking about Girl Scout cookies. We talked about what our favorites are. You're allowed to be wrong. I'm allowed to be wrong. It's fine. Let's move on to a more serious and necessary topic for us to discuss.
All right, I like that idea.
Magic Mike's Last Dance. This is a movie.
I knew. I just knew that it was going to be something like, let's talk about something way more serious. And it was going to be something totally as serious as Magic Mike.
I have never undercut myself when I've been trying to make a joke anymore, ever again. Okay. Ever. Shut up.
All right, I'm listening.
Magic Mike's Last Dance. Okay.
Yes.
Honestly, you don't need to know anything else about the Magic Mike movies.
I don't need to see the first two?
Not really, no. But here's a fun thing to note for this movie. In the first movie, he is a male performer. He doesn't want to be, though. He wants to own this furniture shop and make furniture for himself. And that's his life goal. And that's what he's working towards being able to do, is own his own furniture company.
Quick question.
Yes.
Did he have this desire in the first two movies at all?
It's in the first movie. So I'm prequeling. I'm prequeling this movie.
Oh, I see. Gotcha.
It's very important that you know that. Ready?
Okay. Furniture shop. Yes.
He gets the furniture shop. Like he gets going with it at the end of the first movie. Second movie starts. His furniture business failed.
Oh, of course it did.
So his old dancing buddies are trying to cheer him up, and he's like, let's go do one last dance. And they go to this dancing convention. They get a bunch of money, and they're able to restart his business. I think. I don't know. I didn't watch the second one.
Right.
We opened this third one. He's sitting on this dock looking out of the water, and we think, oh, he's made it. He's rich. He's got it now. Mm. This guy comes over and yells at him that he's in a restricted area and that he has to get ready for his shift, and throws a vest at him. Find out he's a bartender at this rich person's party. We later, through conversation, we figure out that he owned his furniture company again, but because of the pandemic, it failed.
No, they didn't throw the pandemic in there.
The pandemic killed his dream, and now he has failed at building furniture for the second time.
Second time, just give up, buddy.
And that's Mikey. That's part of pushing him back into this situation.
Right.
He needs some more money for his furniture company.
I think he should just stay an exotic dancer. I feel like he should just stay that.
Well, tending bar at this party, this one girl comes up and she's like, I know you from somewhere, don't I? And asks if he went to college, where he went to college. He's like, oh, I didn't go to college. And then she goes, oh, I know you from. And it flashes back to the first movie where he was a cop at a bachelorette party. And it was her bachelorette party.
Oh, no.
And she's like, you used to be a cop, right? And he goes, yeah. Because the girl's husband was right with her for the scene.
Oh, I see. That's awkward. So that's not Salma Hayek, or is it Salma Hayek?
No, that's not Salma Hayek.
girl's husband. I was like,
Right.
where's my girl Salma?
Well, we find out through off-screen commentary about her walking through the party that Selma Hayek and her husband are going through divorce, and she's just sad now. You know, rich people gossip, all of that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well, after the party, Channing Tatum's cleaning up and getting ready to leave, and the assistant guy comes back over to him, and it's like, she wants to see you in the house. He's like, okay, why? And he walks in, and she's asking him a bunch of questions, and basically she's like, I hear you used to provide a particular service. And he's like, oh yeah, who told you that? And she's like, Zoe. And he's like, ah, okay. She's like, I would like to hire you for that. And he goes, and she goes, he's like, I don't do that anymore. And she's like, how much do you want? And he goes, $60,000. And she says,
Nice.
okay.
Everybody's got a price.
Well, $60,000 is the money that he needs to pay back the other dancers that invested in his furniture business. We find that out later.
Of course.
But he's like, that's what I want. And she says, okay. So he starts walking around her house, moving things, like testing the weight on like the load bearingness of things in this window, wall-to-wall window living room. And we know, because we just saw, that there are still other people outside. We're like 5 minutes into the movie at this point. Okay.
Oh, this is like
this is only 5 minutes of the movie.
This is 5 minutes in. Okay.
He then starts doing a dance for her that, I kid you not, lasts 10 minutes, maybe 15.
Like it's
so long.
The whole movie, it's just 10 minutes in real time.
No, it's like in our world,
Right.
He dances for her for 10 minutes.
Oh
but
my
the
gosh.
sun, it's like maybe 5 o'clock when this scene starts, and the sun is fully down, like later on, and like when they're moving to another location for him to do this dance in the room.
Okay.
He starts doing like undressing and doing all this. There's still people outside. Like, again, there's all these windows, and it's not like just shaking his butt for her. Like, they're full into each other. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
And it lasts for 10 minutes, and it's incredibly, like, there's music playing in the scene that turns like into the music of the scene, and then it just ends with them in bed together, and like it's heavily implied that they didn't sleep together, but like
they didn't
they just ended up in the bed.
How do you just end up in the... Okay, it's fine.
Yeah, I know. And then she goes, I won't give you the 60,000. He goes, you don't have to. I was just joking. And she's like, I'll give you 6,000 for it, I think. I don't know. I don't remember exactly how the order of events happens. But she's like, I'm going to London, and I'd like you to come with me for a month, and I'll give you that 60,000. He's like, you want me to come to London with you for a month for $60,000? And she's like, yes. And he goes, what will I be doing? And she goes, I have something in mind for you. And he just goes. So then it goes to a scene of them on the plane in pajamas. They're in pajamas for this flight. I don't know. It's a private jet. And then they're just talking, and he keeps asking, okay, what are you going to have me do when we're in London? She's like, you'll find out. And like, it's great. It's so, like, her entire character is just confusing. To make a long story short, just so we can get through this, it turns out that her husband's family was the one that had all the money. She married in, and he had a theater in his family that put on the same show, like endlessly. It's the same show that runs there, and she decides to fire the director and says that Channing Tatum or Magic Mike is going to be the new director for the show. And basically, he's like, well, I'm not dancing. She's like, you don't have to. You just have to show them how to do the dances. You're like, okay, so they're adding some dances into this play. No, we're not doing the play anymore. It's straight up, she's turning the theater into a strip club.
Why? What is this movie? Do people live lives like this?
Apparently.
Oh my gosh.
And so they go out and they find a bunch of buff guys who can dance. They hold auditions, and like, you've seen auditions with casting. I think you've done a few. Like, well, you'll have like the casting director, and then you'll have scene partners.
Right.
While she's there, she's watching all of this, and she's like, "Oh, we're not going to have someone else for you to dance on. all of the auditioners are going to dance on me.
Why?
It's crazy. She flies some guy in from Italy. They find a
Mhm.
bunch of dudes breakdancing on the street, just like street performance. And they're like, "Hey, we think you'd be good at stripping," and they hire them. And they come and they do it. They get like 12 guys.
Right.
And so then the girl who was in the play comes in. They're still like, they were told that they would still get paid. She's like, if I'm gonna get paid, I'm gonna still be here because like
Right.
I'm an actress and whatever. So they decide what they're gonna do is make it seem like the play is still happening. And in the beginning, they just like stop at one point in the middle because she has to choose between the handsome husband or the handsome butler, I guess. And she becomes the MC for the show, like in the middle of it.
Right. Right.
That's not important though. What's
Mhm.
important is that they start building a new stage and everything, and it has to be in specific regulations. Well, they get turned in by her ex-husband because they made all these changes, and they have to get approved to do all of this by the zoning board of the town that they're in or whatever. And they get the harshest zoning agent. We're shown that she goes in and actually shuts down a production of Swan Lake because they were like a quarter of an inch off on their stage or something. And so they're like, well, how can we convince her that this is the right thing for us to do? What can we do? Oh, I've got it. Let's all 13 of us start stalking this woman, learning her entire public and private routine. And then one day on the bus, on the double-decker bus, we have no one on the top row. She has to go up there and sit down, passes all of the dancers and sits in the back. And then out of nowhere, we start a flash mob style dance at the top of this bus. And like, then in the middle of it, we have this one dude dressed like a swan come up and just dancing in her face like this. And then she gives them the permit.
What? This is what? Okay, this is the very definition of the I'm just watching this movie for the plot, and then it's like the plot, and it's just a picture of abs, sweaty, dripping abs. That's I don't understand. I honestly, the second you said, he lost his business again due to the pandemic, I was kind of zoned. I was zonked. I've heard everything you said. It kind of sounds like I was half expecting you to say, and then his gorilla dad broke out of jail to come see him perform.
Right.
Like it felt like a really bad version of the plot of Sing with some adult themes in it.
The crazy thing is, I'm only halfway through the movie.
You didn't even, what?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry. You're only halfway through the movie.
I'm going to skip ahead a few bits.
Okay. So they get the permit. That's what matters.
They get the permit. They're still able to do the show.
No.
Throughout the whole movie, we see this tenuous relationship that Selma Hayek has with her daughter, and like how they all their whole dynamic works and everything. And she also has a driver slash butler that works for her, and like he's sassy like all butlers are.
Jeffrey.
Yeah, like Jeffrey. So at some point, the ex-husband is like, enough, I'm not gonna let you diminish my family's reputation. Your show is shut down. If you go through with it, you're cut off, basically. And then so she gets sad and goes to Mike at the theater and says, we're done, we can't do the show anymore. And the driver's going to take you to the airport. You can go home. I'll give you 60,000. And like, he's like, no, I don't want to go. And like, they have this whole touching moment in the rain outside of the theater.
Of course it was in the rain.
So now Mike has a choice. He can either go back or he can stay and try and put on the best show ever.
But he's into it.
He's in too deep. So he goes in and he goes, I'm going to need a plumber and a ballerina. And then we go into a montage.
I love montages. They make terrible movies great.
They continue practicing the dances, getting the show down. They get a ballerina, get some dances with her. We see Salma Hayek spiraling, and then they see the daughter, Magic Mike, and the butler all making flyers for a one-night performance at this theater of this show. And they send it out. Everyone comes. They finally get Selma Hayek out of her depression spiral and get her to come to the show. And they're putting on the show.
They're putting on
It's
show or the show?
Both.
No.
So we see how it changes from the regular performance into the dancing number and all of that, and then it just like moves forward from there. It is like a high energy, ooh, yeah, we love this show. There's a bunch of people in the audience. It's not just women. There's also like guys who brought their wives there, and everyone's just cool that this turns into a strip show. No one walks out. No one's like, "Is this real? What?" And like everyone's just like, "Yeah, let's see the buff guys dance."
Everybody just stays for this strip show that they were definitely not expecting.
Everyone just lets it happen, and so then it just turns into this dance scene between the ballerina and Mike, and he's wearing the same outfit he was wearing a few nights ago when Selma Hayek turned him away. The stage is meant to made to look like the outside of the theater. There's a cardboard cutout of the car and everything, and it's supposed to be like this emotional retelling of that night.
Right.
And there's water pouring down on them onto the stage.
Of course.
And there's like little like lips to make sure that the water doesn't pour out and everything. But this dance scene also lasts about 10 minutes, and it's also as seductive as the first one at the beginning of the movie,
as charged as the first.
But it's between Mike and this ballerina, not Selma Hayek's character, and she's a stand-in for Selma Hayek. But this lasts for 10 minutes our time. I don't know how long it's supposed to last in world, but you have thousands of gallons of water pouring down on them. How did you build a runoff system or some sort of how did you do that in 3 days? How did you build a watertight stage in 3 days?
Again, have you ever seen the movie Sing? They built that pretty dang quick, didn't they? But it did fall apart.
Right, but that's a cartoon. Anyways, the dance ends. They go off stage. They dry off and change, whatever. Like 2 or 3 minutes later in movie time, the guys come back out on the same stage and do a dance. And like they're sliding around and like doing their moves, no problem. The stage is completely dry.
What?
It does not look wet in the slightest. Like
it's been pouring water for 10 minutes, and then all of that water just disappears.
It's just all gone. There's not still some water dripping down from after they turned off the faucets or whatever.
What they didn't show you is just like a stagehand with a squeegee just like gets it all off. Or for
There's
like
30 guys
minutes.
out there with mops
soaking it all up. And they're like blowing on it. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Just hair dryers. The movie ends with them talking to each other. And she's like, well, if we're going to be together, I have no money. Like, I'm not going to have any money now because we did this. And he goes, oh, you're poor? And leaves.
No.
But then he comes back and goes, I'm just kidding. They kiss and the movie ends.
Gosh.
The movie just ends there.
It's so bad.
But it doesn't end just like a black fade out or whatever. It ends the way it began, with the daughter giving a narration voiceover about dancing and how it can be intimate for people. And like how it was a sign of affection.
And she's like
for generations.
She's presenting this to her class.
Literally, that's how it was framed. I think she was writing about it at one point in the movie.
Writing a paper about stripping. I love it. I love it. That was beautiful.
And that's Magic Mike's Last Dance. 3.1 out of 10.
3.1, man. Just by what you told me, I would have given it a 7.9 out of 10, without a doubt. That's like bucket list movie. You have to watch this to move on.
It's so bad.
Oh, I don't know why you watched that. I believe you told me you watched that instead of Cocaine Bear, but you did end up watching Cocaine Bear as well.
Yeah, we went next week and we saw Cocaine Bear.
Okay, gotcha.
Well, anyways, thank you all for listening to this week's episode of Garlic Boys.
Or thank you or sorry? Question mark. I don't know.
If you stuck through all that, listen. If you skip that last segment, I understand. Like, I'm not gonna blame you.
Go back. Listen to it. Listen to it again for a second time.
If I missed any plot details from Magic Mike's Last Dance that you'd like to let us know, let us know.
Let us know every minute plot detail, please. Minute. Even if he was wearing orange socks and Connor said he was wearing green socks and it was important to the plot. Even if it wasn't.
I don't know if he was wearing socks at all during the movie, honestly.
Oh, gross. Sweaty, gross feet the whole time. That's nasty.
But if you'd like to let us know some information, you can do that on our Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at The Garlic Boys.
Yes.
You can also subscribe to our Patreon for more ad-free content as well as exclusive episodes and videos. We have the Garlic Press, which is our monthly discussion debate series, and we do have a few more exclusive series that are in the works for you guys that you have to subscribe to get.
You'll have to subscribe to get.
And if you'd like to see the video versions of this podcast, you can find us at youtube.com/@thegarlicboys and watch as well as listen to us there. Matt,
all right.
Any final thoughts?
I really think Samoas are the best cookie.
Well, thanks for ruining the episode. And remember to
stay garlicky.